Hello, everybody. Uh, Flutterbo Corner here with another Build-A-Bear review, and I'd like to say this is one of my very favorite. Not that, once again, as I said before, not that I favor. At least I don't love something a lot more than I would for any of my other Build-A-Bears and Stuffies in my collection. But I'd have to say one of my favorites so far from my collection that I have just gotten for Friday, which, as you can see, is the new Snorelax Build-A-Bear, in which was somewhat of a, not really much time to get, at the very least, me working and then having to wait all that time just to get home and whatnot. So, yeah. So if anything, at the very least, this was a long wait to be getting him. I mean, technically, it was supposed to be. It debuted last Thursday, but I wasn't able to get it because due to funds and whatnot, I didn't have enough money, or at least any money, to cover the whole entire cost of, at the very least, the bear itself, and also for the coupons for depending on if anybody that frequents going to Build-A-Bear did the summer program thingy for the where for the last month that they had a thing for you buy something for around $40 or more and you get $10 off, and then if you have the Stuff for Stuff Club card stuff and you get like the $10 certificates for every 100 points you collect each month beforehand. So if anything, I had to wait until after work, get my paycheck and whatnot, and then I went to go get her. And it is a her, even though not technically. If anybody does any research on Snorlax, for like Bulbapedia and whatnot, because sometimes they'll show. Pokemon Database.net is pretty good too, but for me, I did Bulbapedia. Usually, it's a lot more short with everything, and the ratio of male versus female for Snorlax is more male than it is female. But at the very least, I wanted to make Amy here, which that's why I named her. I named her Amy as a girl than more as a boy, because if anything, I think I got a lot more boys than I do girls. For any ones that I actually have made, boys and girls and whatnot. So, she's a very big Pokemon, as you can see, which I'm surprised, like, when they did debut her, that, especially how big it was, because, I did call earlier, and, they did say it was supposed to be, like, twice the size of Psyduck, which, I can't believe that and whatnot, and it's kind of hard to even put her in a bag, for me to. Usually, for majority of my stuffed animals, I usually like put one into a backpack, and take walks and whatnot with the particular, either if it's one of my Build-A-Bear Pokemon Build-A-Bears or My Little Pony or whatever I'm carrying around that day. And if anything, for Amy here, it's going to be somewhat difficult to do so, because considering the fact that how big she is. I mean, I think I can try with some of my backpacks, but like it'll be more of like I have to have it majority open in order to accommodate her in, and compared to what I would usually do with any of my other ones. Usually, like for one of my backpacks, which is the Atari one, I usually go up to the neck and like zip it down, because it's like one of those ones where it's got the drawstring. And if anything, I don't know if it's gonna fit her, or at the very least, it's only gonna go up to me or her waist here, and that because I gotta make sure not to be too rough with my backpack, or she's gonna end up capsizing and then falling on the floor, and I really do not want to do that, especially outside where there's a lot of stuff on the ground some of the times, and I really don't want anything to be touching her at that particular moment in time. So, well, enough with me talking about just stuff about her and whatnot, but Snorlax is a pretty cool Pokemon, very big. If anything, what I would have to recommend for Snorlax, if you are getting the sound, make sure you get it get it before you get your Snorlax stuffed, because if anything, how wide it is, just getting a lot of the stuffing in, like, it's gonna be somewhat impossible. Like, if you're trying to get the sound button at a different time, it's gonna be somewhat impossible to put the sound button without like messing up part of Snorlax's body. So if you are going to be getting the sound, or at the very least you feel like you need to wait a while before you get the money for the sound, then if anything, wait for the whole entire bear and whatnot. very squeezy, very soft and whatnot. Very nice, nice soft material that they made Snorlax in. Uh, the outfit that she's wearing, it's the robe and cap outfit that Snorlax gets for his debut. Um, it's all right. I can't really place the material that it's kind of made out of. It's like it's soft, but then like at certain times, like it's one of those like I think they're called a terry cloth robe, where it's like one of those ones where yeah, it does feel like whatever, but like when you go like in a different way, like if you're like rubbing up and down, then it feels nice. But when you rub up, like some of the stuff of the material starts to stick out, and it kind of feels a little rough. But all in all, it's pretty cool. Like especially for how you do this part right here with her robe. It's not a thing you tie. It's actually a Velcro thing, so you don't have to worry about tying this all the time. And also, I kind of really like the little little pointy the sleeping cap and whatnot. It's like really cool. So and also too, she's very good at if you want to cuddle up and watch something like it's very nice bear to cuddle up with, especially not only just for kids but also for young adults and whatnot, like teens and young adults. Actually, it's a pretty good bear too, because like how big he or she is, depending on who you pick as a gender. Very good to like hold on to, considering how big Snorlax is, and that at the very least, like it's perfect, especially if not just cuddling up with you. Also, if you need something to sleep with, so you can go to bed peacefully. Another good idea for both teens and young adults, because at least it's a lot bigger considering how we are compared to how little kids are. Certain stuff isn't enough to hold on to without either your shoulder hurting or your arm starts to cramp or whatever. So it's a very nice bear to cuddle up with and whatnot. Especially if anything, if you end up feeling lonely or whatnot, like either somebody isn't with you right now, or at the very well least that you need something like you need to feel like there's somebody else with you to not feel so alone. That it's also a good thing too. So all in all, I'm very happy to get him or get her. As I said, I named her Abby. Sorry. She's very nice, very kind. She's also named after a friend of mine that I really like, actually, if anything, really like and really love. I have lots of respect for her and whatnot. Uh, Other than that, I did put in, because one of the things I did do beforehand around, I think it was Tuesday, and I went to go to Build-A-Bear to get a scent put in Fluttershy, which because of the new season for season 9 of MLP for the Generation 9 is the end of Generation 4. I mean, season 9 Generation 4 is coming to a close, and I thought why not put something that's kind of somewhat celebrated and for like a final farewell type thing, than to put a birthday cake scent that came out a while ago into her. And with that, I completely forgot that early before I put a lollipop scent in her, which that was removed to make in for the birthday cake. So now I was able to put what I did is I put the lollipop scent into Amy here, and also too it kind of represents one of the things that my friend Amy likes to do. She likes to eat lots of candy and whatnot, which kind of makes it perfect for the Snorlax Amy, as I usually like to call her. Or at least depending on if I'm talking to my friend about her and whatnot. So with that all in mind, guys, it's a very great Pokemon Build-A-Bear. A really cool exclusive card that you get. With Snorlax sleeping, I think, in the middle of a snore and whatnot. Very nice, very plushy. Like very plush. Great thing to cuddle up with or to go to bed with, especially considering what he or she's wearing with the robe and the hat. Very nice thing to, lay in bed, curl up, and fall asleep with. So, all in all, it's a great buy. And if anything else, too, the only thing I would have to kind of say, guys, is that the sound button is all right. Not really much my cup of tea type thing, because there's only like one sound out of the whole 5-in-1 that actually works. But if you guys want to have something at the very least, that way your Snorelax can talk, then don't get, if you want to get it, get it. If you don't, you don't. Just, if anything, just don't take my advice on that particular part, because it's only up to your decision whether you want the sound button or not. But if anything, I didn't get mine with the sound button because, like I said before, it's only the one sound and whatnot, and also too, I only had so much money and whatnot, so I couldn't really get it, even if I wanted to anyway. So with all that in mind, guys, thank you guys all for watching my video. We both, enjoyed talking to you guys about her, Amy, and also for all the times that we get to talk to both past, present, and future of all of our friends I've done so far with reviews. And I hope to be showing lots more, if anything, of my collection other than what I do get for new arrivals and whatnot. We all hope that you have a good day, and we all thank you guys all for watching. So with that in mind, guys, thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do. If you have subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you hit that bell notifications to get any notifications of present and future videos. If you like this video, give it a like. If you have any suggestions for anything you want to see of my collection for next Build-A-Bear review or Stuffy review, if you have anything you want to see in my YouTube channel or anything at all, make sure you write it down in the comment section below. Thank you guys all for watching, and I'll see you guys all next time. Bye.